are on their way to the starting line behind the pace car, that M5 BMW, Dave McGregor at the wheel, and there are the Audis in front of you there. Alongside him, Hennie van der Linde, Hannes Grobler's there in that mighty turbocharged Nissan. There's Larry Wilford in front of you now as this whole field is 34 motor cars, the most powerful saloon cars in the country, are on their way. And on the inside, on the left-hand side, is Sarel van der Merwe, the Audi 500 Turbo, and Hennie van der Linde is going for the front. And a late entry here is the animal, and that's Willie Hepburn is in the field. He started at the back of Class A, and Willie Hepburn is in this field as well. In that big Sabat Sierra, the big 5-litre Ford, as on their way they go, and they go round Gans Corner. You can see the size of this field on their way round to the top sport S's, and it's Hepburn has gone to the front, followed by Hennie van der Linde in that BP Nissan. And this race is well and truly on. There are 10 laps in this race, 38 kilometres. It's the Sabat Sierra in the front, Animal, Willie Hepburn, the late entries in the front, Sarel van der Merwe third, Hannes Grobler with that popping, squeaking, turbocharged ex-rally cars in fourth position. Then it's Ben Morgenrood coming, Ivor Raasch leading Class B just behind in that car. He's from Hyper Spares in King Williamstown. And there is Willie Hepburn out the front there from the fourth row of the grid, with Hennie van der Linde getting the tail out as he goes through Continental Corner. Well, what a turn up for the books. It's the Audi 500 Turbos in third position as they come down towards it. This big throbbing V8 with Hepburn making it a very wide motor car. There's Sarel van der Merwe slowing. He seems to be slowing in the Turbo Audi. And it is, let's have a look if he is. Yes, he's not in the picture. He's staying to the left-hand side of the road as they come round to finish lap one. It's the sliding, this big throbbing V8. There's the animal in front. Willie Hepburn throbs his way past Hennie van der Linde second with the turbocharged Nissan 300 ZX, and the Turbo, the Audi Turbos in the pits. You can just see it on the right-hand side of your screen, pulling into the pit. They're opening the bonnet furiously, as you can see. There it is. They're opening to see what is wrong with it. After getting away from the start, is he going to be able to go on? Everybody's been told to keep back. He'll be getting out of that pit just as fast as he can. Are they going to open the bonnet? And there's the sliding animal. Hennie van der Linde second. It's same again. Once again, it's Ben Morgenrood. Ivor Raasch is next. Then it's Dick Sorensen, the Australian, the winner of Class B. Next is Hannes Grobler in there. Willie Hepburn is in the front from the fourth row of the grid. He's come through to the front. Hennie van der Linde next. This road is very, very hot indeed, and it's really punishing these tyres on these motorcars, the gumball tyres, as they exit Wesbank and make down the hill. Well, what a turn-up for the books with all the new machinery around. It's the old school that's doing it again. Ivor Raasch has now got Hannes Grobler in his tail. The next one down there is there's Dick Sorensen. Nice shot as he goes through Conti Corner in that Sabat Nissan Skyline. That's the ex-Hennie van der Linde car. That's the one that won the championship in Class B last year. And nothing between these three. Anything can still happen. This is the coming up to the end of lap 2, but what a turn up for the books, Graham.
Ja nee, definitief Roger, dit is lieflik om hierdie Sabat Ford motor hier aan die voortou te sien. Hennie van der Linde wat baie moeilikheid gehad het hierdie week met die voorbereiding vir hierdie wedren. En Willie gaan bietjie wyd, gaan hom kan hou. Ja, ek seker hy sal hom hou. Willie hou hom en Hennie van der Linde kom verby. Hennie van der Linde kom verby aan die binnekant. Dis 8 rondes oor in hierdie wedren. Maar Willie is nog steeds daar. Dan het ons die motor van Randfontein Ben Morgenrood wat in die derde posisie sit. Ivor Raasch wat in die vierde, dan is dit Hannes Grobler. Ek is seker ons gaan nog 'n bietjie meer van hierdie Skylines van Hannes Grobler sien. Toe Sarel in die kuipe ingekom het, het hy een van die renjaars wat oor die baan gehardloop het, raak gery in die kuipe. Die man het deur die lug gevlieg, maar het daarom opgestaan en weer weggehardloop net daar by die ingang van die kuipe. Maar terug by die wedren is Hennie van der Linde wat in die voortou is deur die topsport S'e gejaag deur daardie groot Sabat V8 motor. So 'n bietjie rook wat daar uitkom. Hoop net die ding bly aan mekaar. Miskien is dit kom dit van Hennie se motor, mens sal nooit kan sê nie. Daar probeer hy aan die binnekant verbykom, kry dit nie heeltemal reg nie. En Ben Morgenrood sit heeltemal amper op hulle hakke en dinge gaan nou definitief begin gebeur. En Ben Morgenrood tol. Nou moet hy pas op vir die motors wat verbykom. Daar is Hannes Grobler. Dan is dit Ivor Raasch wat verbykom. Hy's in die moeilikheid. Hy sal nie maklik omdraai daar nie. En dit lyk vir my die motor daar so 'n klomp vlamme wat daar uitkom. En ons is weer terug by die Continental draai. Willie Hepburn wat alles in sy vermoë probeer om verby hierdie Nissan 300 ZX. Oh, man, dit is bestuursvernuf. Absoluut fantasties as die man hom so uithang en hy bly net daar in die prentjie. Maar die wedren is nog glad nie verby nie. 2 en 3/4 rondes oor. Dis NTN drive wat hulle nou ingaan. Sarel se motor sal nie terug wees in die wedren nie. Sien of Willie 'n probleem het. Miskien gooi daai motor effens olie uit en dit op die wiele. Hierdie sliekbande wil glad geensins enige olie op hulle Hennie. Ons nou sien of Willie 'n probleem het as hy nou hier deurkom, sit die krag aan en dit is geweldig baie krag. Hennie van der Linde wat evens weghardloop in na die vreeslike gegrom van die Seibat V8. Dan hier kom Hannes. Hannes is ook aan die kom op hierdie stadium. Hierdie motors is nou deur die Canstry en Johan Coetzee aan die voortou in klas B op hierdie stadium. Ons kyk na wat moet gebeur hierso. Dit is 'n stadige, ek is so deur mekaar, want hierdie wedren is absoluut pyk. Dit het gebeur in die eerste ronde. Dit is Willie Hepburn wat daar wyd gegaan het en soos ek voorspel het, miskien 'n probleem het van 'n effense olielekkie wat op die bande uitgooi. Hennie van der Linde wat nou heeltemal weg is in die dier soos Roger hom noem. Jaag natuurlik hierdie Nissan hier. Hy wil hê hierdie Seibat Ford moet vandag wen. Hy het die voortou geneem aan die begin van die wedren en hopelik gaan hy die voortou weer neem voor die einde van die wedren. Maar net agter hom sit Hannes Grobler. Hannes Grobler met die Turbo Skyline, 'n lieflike stukkie ingenieurswerke. Vir my vroeër gesê R300,000 net vir die engine van daardie motor.
Well, that's why they call Willie Hepburn the little man with a big heart. You've seen a couple of demonstrations. And that's Johan Coetzee coming down towards us. Johan Coetzee is having his own bite there. We're going back to that one. There he goes. It's Dick Sorensen gets ahead of him. But Johan Coetzee is in the ex-Nicker van Rensburg 2.8 Nissan Skyline, the Gearmax car. He's moved up from his little 1600 Escort. And there is Johan Coetzee giving it a full go. And up to just a few seconds ago, he's ahead of Dick Sorensen. That's another Skyline action. And just behind him, you could see the Porsche of Gary Dunkley. So it's wild there in the B-class cars. Those are cars up to 3,600 cc's. And here they come. And look at this. This is just the B-class alone. Sorensen, there he is, Johan Coetzee, giving that car a real workout the way we used to remember him driving his little Borgorn Ford Escort. He's giving this big Nissan Skyline the same sort of treatment. And not far behind him, there we've got Gary Dunkley in his Porsche as well, also in the Seibat Porsche. Sorensen's lying second at the moment to Raasch. Ivor Raasch moved down from Class A. But great performance, Bryan Bezuidenhout just behind him. And there is Willie Hepburn giving it his all behind Hennie van der Linde. Hennie van der Linde, known as the master tuner of South African racing. He can make road cars go very quickly. Hepburn looks for a way to get through. Keeps the pressure on and he pours all that power on. 500 horses goes onto the back wheels as he goes down there. Hannes Grobler is coming up. What a great drive there in third position. You can see him coming down the hill, and that's his ex-rally machine. There is the 1300cc car of Grundling, and the pressure's on. You can see, and listen to the throb of that motor. As he exits Continental Corner, that big V8 is hard at work. That's the big Boss Ford motor as they come up now on Kobus Grobler. And here they come. And Hepburn, this little man, is looking for a way through. What a turn-up for the books with all the new machinery. It's the old school, the old guard that are in there in first and second position. Now watch him pour this power on. Right on Hennie's tail. Hennie's got the advantage of a turbocharger, pushing about 1.5 bars. He's also producing about 500, 600 horsepower. And there's the Seibat here looking for a way through. Look at him, he's just working that wheel over there. The tail comes out, it's smoke off those big Avons as he goes round Gans. And here's Gary Duncan, there's Larry Wilford in 15, and on his tail he's got Paddy Driver as well. All the well-known names, you know, in the Duckham's Mazda 2. Paddy's been at racing for 35 years. Larry Wilford now starting to give a good performance in that Seibat Mazda. Ben Morgenrood, he spun it earlier. He's a little further back. You can see all these top cars all around the circuit really giving it absolutely all. We seem to have lost one camera on the one corner, and here they are back with the leaders. We've now finished half this race. We're on lap 6, and Willie Hepburn, that smoking animal, is keeping the pressure on as they get into the back markers.
Ja, en dan gaan hulle nou verby Trevor Pipes, die motortjie van Tommy Martins in Kreeusdorp, die voorlopers hier so Hennie van der Linde. Dan is dit Willie Hepburn. Hepburn wat glad nie vir van der Linde 'n maklike wedren gaan gee nie. En die Audi is terug op die renbaan. Die Audi is ook terug op die renbaan. Miskien sal hy by hulle naderlik kan kom, en die lyk met die turbo van Hennie van der Linde skop so 'n bietjie rook uit elke keer wat daar ratte verwissel word. As die vorige ronde ook gesien. En kerels, hier gaan julle moet pad gee. Hier kom groot masjinerie van agteraf en julle sal moet groot pad maak. Hierdie man het 'n wye stukkie baan nodig. En dit is waar dinge gebeur. Hierdie manne moet weet dat 'n 3-spieël nie 'n opsionele ekstra aan 'n renmotor is nie, want hierdie vinnige motors wil deurkom. Hennie van der Linde, die BP Nissan van Hennie van der Linde, kom hy daar verby Willie Hepburn. Willie Hepburn sit die krag aan, kom verby die stadiger motors daar, en nou is dit die Gans drive wat voor lê. 4 rondes oor in hierdie wedren, en van 4 rondes gaan ons definitief nog baie aksie sien. Hannes Grobler wat nou nader kom ook op hierdie stadium. aan die manne, maar lyk vir my net nie hy kan vang. Hier het ons die Audi van Sarel van 'n Merwe, die mynskag af. EGE draai word aangedrop. Dan is dit die Continental draai. Daar word hard gery deur Sarel, dit is te laat. Miskien wil hy maar net vir die manne wys, kyk kerels, hierdie motor kan loop. Daar was maar net 'n klein tegniese foutjie. En in klas B is die groot geveg nog steeds aan Ivor Raasch aan die voortou en Johan Coetzee nou in die tweede plek. Dit lyk vir my Dick Sorensen het ergens van die baan afgeval of iets het fout gaan. Terug by die voorlus by Wesbank. Hennie van Linde nog steeds aan die voortou en dis baie lekker om te sien na 'n week van geweldige harde werk en baie probleme. Hy het 3 turbo aanjaars geblaas hierdie week en nou sit die man hier aan die voortou van die Wesbank gemodifiseerde motors in sy BP Nissan. Maar natuurlik agter hom het hy effens 'n klein mannetjie met 'n groot probleem, dis verseker. Continental draai, Willie Hepburn, die groot V8. En is lekker om hom hier by die baan te sien. Ons het nie verwag om hom te sien nie, dis 'n laat inskrywing gewees. Hennie van der Linde blaas 'n turbo. Weer eens, die as van die turbo word geblaas en nou moet hy van die lyn af bly. Wat gaan Willie Hepburn? Willie Hepburn sal niks agter hom kan sien nie. Dit is probleme. Kerel, kom uit die pad uit, want daar word nou, alhoewel daar nie baie olie op die baan uitgegooi word nie, dit is wat ons gesien het, woensdag en donderdag en vrydag. Ongelukkig, Willie Hepburn probeer nou deur daardie rookmassa deurkom, mens kan absoluut niks sien nie. En dit is hoe die valskermspringers se doen, maar dit is hoe ons dit op Kyalami ook doen, ons wag vir Willie. Willie is ook nog nie deur nie. Dit is moeilikheid, kerels. Hier kom Willie nou deur. Die wedren is alweer aan die gang. Die rook begin weggaan. Daar word hoe grom daar die kragtige V8, maar daar is wel baie olie op die baan neergesit. Lyk dit vir my. Hier is die dier en aan die voortou.
Well, that's called laying a smoke string in a big way. Oh, he's got a puncture, has he? He's got problems with his tyre. Is there oil on the circuit? I think it's oil on the circuit. Willie Hepburn, he couldn't see where he was going. I see the Audi's back on the track as well, but now the visibility's improved. There's George Bezuidenhout just coming down the road. He's leading Class D in the little BP Nissan Extra, and there's the new one, the new Fram 1.60-year-old Pat Duckham. He's up from Pietermaritzburg, lying second in Class D. He's smoking. So Hannes Grobler looks like he's going to have a fairy tale debut in this car with just these 2.5 laps to go. Willie Hepburn's got a problem with the tyre, no doubt about it. That inside left front wheel, and Hannes Grobler is going to the front, and that's his former rally car that he used to tear through the forest at 200 plus, and here he's doing about 250 kilometers an hour around Kyalami. And Willie Hepburn, don't worry about that flat front wheel. He is still sending that motor car along. He needs to finish with it. What a performance he's given. He's running on the rim. You can see him running on the rim, and those rims are about 2,000 rand each. As Hannes Grobler takes the lead, and there's the moment. This is the first time out with this motor car. Nissan having a good afternoon here. Here he comes, Hannes Grobler. He's got to finish another 2 laps after this as they come up to finish, and Willie is still pouring it on. How he's able to do this, and he's not coming to the pits either, is he? He's staying in the race. You can't believe this man. Ivor Raasch is just behind him. Well, that was a big blow up there for Hennie van der Linde. That's the 4th turbo he's lost this week. As Hannes pours it on, it's a beautiful sound as it pops and squeaks here. And Willie Hepburn, they don't call him this little man with a big heart for nothing. There comes Raasch, he's now lying 3rd. Here comes Morgenrood, who's got up to 4th position. There comes the Gearmax Skyline of Johan Coetzee next. Here comes he stopped as well, and Gary Dunkley's moved up a position. So this is really a race there of attrition. You can't believe it, the casualties that are happening has been run at such a pace, but the circuit is slippery, and there's your leader. And there's the second man, can you believe it? On 3 tyres, he's going around the circuit a lot faster than any of us like to go. He's going to lose second now. As Ivor Raasch goes into second, he's leading the B class, that's for cars up to 3,600 cc's. Hepburn still goes on, he knows he's got a lap and a half to go in this race, and he's prepared to take that car and drive it to destruction. He's going to be out with another V8 a little later in the year when they go down to Cape Town on the 18th of February, and that's going to be great stuff. Well, there he is, the leader, the top speed of that motor car, 225 at Kyalami. This is a fairy tale debut. He's got to watch his tyres. They were getting torn to shreds during practice, and Hannes is going to be great for him. He's won rally, he's won in racing, and here he comes down the road now. And the motorsport scene has certainly got underway in a big way. There's international karts at the Swartkop circuit next Saturday. There's the champion motorcycle national racing at the Swartkops on the 11th of February. That's going to be for all cars. And here's another one. That's now, the tyre's quiet enough. Avon just can't make tyres that can go at that speed around the circuit. And if Willie keeps going in this one, as the others start coming by, he's now losing. But what a brave drive. It's never say die. Willie Hepburn and all the titles he's been given, and he's going on the rim. He's going to go, he's not going to the pits. Willie Hepburn, can you believe it? He's going to go this final lap on the rim. You can't believe him. He's not slowing at all, or is he? No, this time he is. He just can't go any further. And he's decided to call. Now, what a brave drive. Well, he certainly is getting the applause from the crowd for a brave drive in the big animal. That's the Sabre Sierra, and he certainly pushed it along. There's your leader now, as we're into the last lap and a half of this race, and this is his very first outing, and look at that impressive motor car. He's already starting to wave the victory wave, and I'm not sure it's over yet. His tyres, and there's Raasch putting on the pressure. Don't discount Ivor Raasch. The Hyperspace Mazda's there, and Ben Morgenrood's there. So this race is not over. We're on the final stages of this race, and Ivor Raasch is starting to put on the pressure. He's moved down to the B-class cars, but this Wesbank Racing has certainly provided the action. If you go to the final half a lap of this race, they're waiting with the flag as he comes down the road. And look, there's Willie Hepburn's rim. You can see the marks he's left on the track. That's going to need resurfacing, that's for sure. Grobler comes down here with that mighty big machine. It's a four-wheel drive Nissan, 600 horses. And look at this for a close finish. Grobler's coming up. The flag is waiting for him down here. If we've got all our numbers right, the flag is John Wheeler's waiting with the flag, and there's nothing in it. It's Hannes Grobler across the line. Right on his tail there's Ivor Raasch. You can see there's nothing in. Ben Morgenrood third in the BP Mazda. Well, that's great racing there. So let's just give you the results before we hand you back. Hannes Grobler, fairy tale debut for the big BP Nissan 4x4. He won it. Ivor Raasch winning Class B. He's up from King Williamstown in second position in the Mazda. Ben Morgenrood, after spinning it, is in third, and then Gary Dunkley, very good position in that Sabre Porsche, ahead of Bryan Bezuidenhout. So it's good racing. You might be back just a little later this afternoon, but in the meantime, from a very excited Kyalami, we return you to the Top Sports studio.